G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. So, I'm having a bit of a rough week, you can probably tell by the thumbnail. Let's just turn the camera around and have a look and I'll explain. Alright guys, so my power went out today, only for a little minute, but it was long enough that this Aqua One, what do you call it? What's that called? Canister filter. It leaks when the power is turned off. So what happened was the power turned off and sorry, trying to do two things at once. The power turned off, that started draining, and then the power board used to be up on the wall there off the ground, but the power board had fallen down and the water was dripping on the power board, so then it tripped the power. So then my missus unplugged the tank completely, and yeah, so now the house is flooded. Can literally see water dripping out of that canister right now. So if you don't know the story of this canister filter, it was leaking, and then I got a new seal for it. I put a new seal on it, and then it still leaked. So I got a completely new housing, and the new housing still leaks. It only leaks when it's turned off, or like now when it's trying to grab siphon. I didn't really want to bring the hose in. I was trying to just siphon the water out of that tub and put it back in the tank. So I might just do that for a couple more minutes and then get back to you guys. Alright guys, so I got the wet dry vacuum, but we've got to unplug the filter to use the wet dry vacuum. But so what I want to do, that used to, oh, maybe that Velcro, I can't remember how it used to sit up there. I want to vacuum the power board, see if I can dry it out. So I need to unplug the filter, which is going to leak, but hopefully it only leaks long enough. Well, it won't fill that up in the time I want to vac, and then try the power board and see if the power board works. But obviously, a bit of an off-camera task. Or maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Screw it, we'll do it on camera, guys. Unplug this. Now, it's going to be quite loud. It's not even plugged in. So you see that water? I don't know if you guys can hear me. There's the water I'm talking about. So this is a brand new case and it still does it. I don't think the power cord got very wet. I think it might have been the air pump. Look at that, look at that. Man, that water. Whoa, I slipped on the tiles. Man, this sucks. I'm so frustrated right now. There's also something wrong with the koi pond. If it doesn't rain, it pours, you know. That's wet on the outside. I don't really want to zap myself either. Dry my fingers off. You ready? We're going to trip the power. Alright, doesn't look like the power's tripping. Which lead do we need? Smaller one. How funny is that? The bigger filter has a smaller power lead. Alright, so filter's running. Means we can plug the vacuum back in. You got the vacuum? At least we can give it a good vacuum out, you know. Oops. I just stuck up a whole bag. What's the name bag? My main worry is behind this cabinet, the skirting is all MDF. So I've pretty much already come to the realization. Oh, there's a dead rat. Do you reckon we can vacuum it? It's stuck in the pipe. You can stay there for now. Oh, I was like, oh, there's a piece of airline. That's actually attached to the tank. I'm surprised the airline's that's not leaking. I'm going to try knocking it. It's like when I go to redo it, I'll cut the end off anyway. How good is a wet dry vacuum? I can't believe I never had one before, and it was just, there goes the mouse. You guys in the comments suggested it so many times. And like, I didn't ignore you, I just didn't listen. I might need to add some more water to the tank. Basically there needs to be enough water in the tank for this cannon to canister to pressurise, and that's what keeps the seal. It's frustrating as all hell. Look at this mess. I'm pretty sure that's all just shit that's washed out from under the tank. Oh, and this is where pot plant is. Oh, it's crazy when you move shit, how dirty shit is, hey? Did I mention how good this wet dry vac is? So good. I need to find the vacuum attachment for it now. Wait, uh-oh. Oh no. This is comical, guys. Told you I'm having a shit week. Look at that. That's the pot plant. So that's how much of a shit week I'm having. Alright guys, so I had to put the camera down for a bit and just get cleaning because I was getting frustrated, and I don't like talking to the camera when I'm frustrated. Obviously this filter setup isn't sustainable. Usually we've got underground power, so like usually the power outage is like once a year, but this happens once a year and it's fucked. So there's a couple of options here. I want to build a sump for it one day, but I just can't at the moment. You guys know how many projects I currently have running. I do not have time to work on this tank. So that's sort of out of the picture. The P4000 works brilliantly. So I'm kind of leaning towards ordering 2 of eBay's cheapest fucking filters. Alright guys, pretty much all cleaned up. It stopped leaking, but like I said, we need to do something about it. I cleaned the cabinet out, got rid of everything I don't need. I need to think about putting some locks on these doors because of the young fella. I think I've tried it enough not to ruin the skirting. Might as well vacuum this out while we're here. But just sit it in there and off we go. I put that float back in there. Sounds like that's it. I can turn that down now. So there's a trick to my water change system. What I do is I actually turn it down here. It takes 10 minutes, so I turn it down there, and then it takes a little while to drop pressure, and I get it running kind of slow before I turn it down here. See how that's slowing down a bit now? Probably going to need a bit more. Still got the wet dryer vacuum cranking. So the tap's there. See that hose running under the rabbit cage? I'm surprised the rabbit hasn't eaten it, to be honest. This is Maggie. You guys have seen Maggie a long time ago, and that's Sherlock. They used to hate each other, now they've decided to be friends. You can turn that off. So that's still cranking full ball. Guys, I kind of want to show you something here if you haven't seen it before. This is innovation. So there's my drain pipe, right? But if you look here, I'm not going to be able to see, the feed pipe goes into the drain pipe there. And so the feed actually runs inside that hose. So there's only one hose going to the tank. And then if you come out here, so there's the drain, and you'll see the hose actually comes up through. And because this only drips, it doesn't matter that it's only a garden hose. Even though it's got the 4mm line inside, it's still enough to drain it. And you'll actually see I've got a sponge filter on the drain. That's because that pipe is that small that I don't want debris getting inside it. Alright, so now you need to wind this down. This ball valve's actually a bit broken, I think. It doesn't wind down as slow as I'd like it to. It's got a... I'm actually surprised. It's not a cheap one either, it's like a proper industrial one. So I might have to hit up my mate Matt and get a new one of those. He's probably watching, to be honest. But yeah, see, oh wow, that went all the way off. So like, it's a mixture between the 3 taps. I managed to get it to drip nice and slow. That'll do for the goldfish. They don't need heaps. So all I've really got left to do, I don't know if I should see if the air pump works or not. It's got moisture inside it. I might pull that apart. I don't like leaving goldfish without oxygen, that's all, but shit happens. Do you reckon it'll trip the power? Let's have a gander. I've blown this air pump up a couple of times. Yeah, I'd say that's what tripped the power, because that just zapped me. The good thing about these Shigo air pumps is you can rebuild them, which is cool. Let's pack back up. That hose can live in there. Our power board is now hung up. The light's not plugged in. I'll plug that in another day. Wait, drive back and go outside. It's actually pretty full. Alright guys, so I said there was an issue with the pond. I actually thought the air pump was stuffed because I thought that one wasn't flowing. But if I look very, very closely, there's a little bit of flow. So the thing with my pond is that filter sits like 100mm lower than the pond, maybe even more. So when the power goes out, all that water washes back down, and that overflows. And then I don't know how that correlates with the aquaponics. I guess the aquaponics, if it's siphoning, it'll drain. So on here, that gets stuck on the edge. Look, I even like grinded the edges down to make it nice and smooth. There's just like one lip there, and it managed to catch it. It's all still wet there. I need to change the drain pipe on this. Add that to the to-do list, guys. I need to like write a list. Maybe I'll do a spreadsheet. Can you tell I'm an office person now? I need to write a list, a to-do list, and like start to prioritize and yeah, work it out. That drain pipe isn't a priority. I feel like aquaponics is one of those things, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Tell you one thing that we will do. I'm gonna find my phone and set a timer, because the koi pond, last time I put water in it, I left the hose on overnight. It's not great for the water bill. Timer. We'll go 30 minutes. Oh, it's making funny noises in my ears. I put my headphones on to listen to some music, and I didn't. I do it every time, guys. I put my headphones in and I just end up doing, my mind goes onto the task and I end up doing the task without actually listening to the headphones. Anyway, the rest of that will dry up itself. The good thing is the house is just tiled. I was going to do a bit of a better breeding video today. Well, not breeding, just trialing the bedders next to each other. I might still go put them next to each other, but we might save the video for if we get some eggs, you know. I guess I'll go see if all the chickens are still there as well, and keep filling the pond. I've got to put the G6 is still in the shed, the wheels are still on the ground because it's got no front brakes at the moment. I'm waiting for them. Mate's supposed to be dropping them off today. Yeah, long story. But anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe for more, hit that little red button, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.